Today we are going to be talking about high-end alto flutes. I have a bunch of other videos about intermediate alto flutes, specifically the Trevor James alto flutes. I love those instruments. I personally have one and have played on one for years and years, but I figured I would do a video talking about high-end alto flutes. And so what makes something more high-end would be that the alto flute is completely handmade. And so I wanted to share this with you, and these are perfect alto flutes for people who are playing the instrument very frequently. And before I forget, if you are flute shopping, or possibly today you are alto flute shopping, you can use my code Gina on the Flute Center of New York's website and you'll get free shipping, an extended trial, as well as an extended warranty. You'll also get 10% off of all sheet music, and if you're looking to sell your flute through the Flute Center of New York and your flute has any repairs that need to be done, you'll also get $25 off those repairs. If you want to learn more about that, check out this video right here. Let's get started. The first instrument I am showing you guys today is the Yamaha Alto Flute. This is incredibly popular. This is probably the most common higher end alto flute that I see people playing. And one thing that I will mention is that this particular flute comes with both a straight head joint as well as a curved head joint. So you can decide one or the other, or you can get both of them. Probably doesn't make sense for you to have both of them if it's just you playing on it. Just get the head joint that works best for you. But when I would say it is very helpful to have both the straight as well as a curved head joint is if, let's say, you buy an instrument for a flute choir and you don't know who's going to be playing it, or potentially you are getting one for your flute studio. Maybe you teach at a college or something like that. So for instance, for me, Jim Walker, who I study with both at Colburn and at USC, he had his Yamahas, both his alto and bass, and he had both the straight as well as curved head joint so that it was easier for his students to pick whichever one worked best for them. So anyway, the one I will be showing you guys though today is just the straight head joint. This is the A421 B2 model. The metal used for this instrument is a gold brass alloy. It has a silver lip plate and riser and a silver plated mechanism. The head joint is hand cut and the entire instrument is handmade. And really quickly, I want to show you the case that it comes with. I already assembled the flute behind me, but I wanted to show you what the case is because at least for me, like if I am buying a new instrument, I do want to know what the case is like. And then I know, like, does that work for me? Do I need to buy another case if I buy this instrument? Just depending on my needs. So this is actually great. It has these really nice durable straps right here, and it has a ring on this side and this side to put a shoulder strap on. And then it has a zipper on the front right here, and it has the shoulder strap right here. Great. Let's open up the interior. Okay, so the interior, they've actually updated this, at least since the one that I played on when I was in college, my teacher's alto and bass flutes. It's really, really nice. It's black. It's nice and fuzzy and cushioned. Let's see what else is underneath the hard case. Okay, so we have a cleaning rod, and then it looks like we have both our polishing cloth and our cleaning cloth, everything in here, everything that you would expect. And then the hard case looks like this, and I'll open it up so you can see what that looks like. I do have the curved head joint right here, and then it has a space right here to have the straight head joint, and yeah, so that's what that looks like. It has been a while since I have played one of these, but I'm looking forward to playing it again. Let's hear what it sounds like. It has a really great sound. It is very loud. Like you can put so much air into this instrument and it really projects and lets you do what you want to do. So that's really cool. And the alloy that it comes with, it gives it a very unique sound in comparison to the silver, which you will hear after this. Let me play a little bit more so you can get more of a feel for this instrument. One thing I have never done in these videos is really push the high register on the alto flutes. Typically, alto flutes, bass flutes, any of the lower flutes don't usually sound the best in the very, very high register. So once you get beyond maybe a high G, so I'm going to try it out and see what this instrument can do. So I'm going to start on a high G and try to go to a high C. So let's see what that sounds like. And I will say the high G comes out so easy, and it doesn't sound like that horrible like screechy sound that a lot of times happens with alto flutes in the high register. So let me keep going. Okay, so the C is actually not that hard to get out. It gets a little bit strained once you get to C, but the G, A, and B are very easy to come out, and I think sound still very nice and sweet and not too aggressive or anything. The C is starting to get there, but it's a really, really great instrument. I'm very, very impressed. Next up, I am going to be showing you this alto flute by Altus. Of the altos that I'm showing you today, this is the only one that has the pearl finger buttons. I think that they're really pretty. My personal alto flute right now does have that, and I like the way that they feel a lot. It's just very easy to play with those finger buttons, and if you haven't played on these before, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of almost soft, instead of the actual metal playing here, and it feels really good on the hands. So that is one great thing that this alto flute has. And another thing that I really love is that you can notice that this key right here that you are playing C with, it is extended, and that makes it really comfortable to be holding this instrument. This Altus Alto Flute is part of the 1000 series. It has a sterling silver head joint and body with a silver plated mechanism. It also comes with a split E mechanism. This instrument is handmade. Really quickly before I play it for you, I wanted to show you the case. So it has a soft outer case with a shoulder strap. Very common with these flutes. Let me open it up for you. So it has a nice soft interior as well as the hard case. Let's see what else it comes with. Yes, and then it has this beautiful green interior to the hard case. Let's hear what this can do. I don't know if you can hear it, but it has a completely different sound than the Yamaha. I wouldn't necessarily say like one is better than the other. It's definitely a personal preference kind of thing. This one, I would say the other one has almost more like maybe a metallic sound, and then this one is a little bit warmer of a sound. But again, like the playing of them is pretty similar in terms of comfortability. This one is very easy to play as well. Let's really try it out. Let's test out the high register now. Okay, I would say that the C was slightly easier to come out on the Yamaha, but I really love the sound of this in the high register. In general, this flute, I said warmer, it's warmer and darker. So I personally really like that kind of sound. I think that that's really nice because you're able to get a lot of different tone colors depending on what it is that you're playing. The piece that I played was a little bit darker, and so I'm able to really bring that out with this instrument, and I think it gives you a lot of flexibility. And last up, I have a pre-owned Haynes Alto Flute. The reason I wanted to show you this today is not necessarily for you to like fall in love with this instrument and say, I want that, because there's only one of it. It's pre-owned. This is the only one that the Flute Center has. The reason I wanted to show this to you though is because I've been watching the inventory of Flute Centers for both their altos and basses a lot recently, and they have had so many pre-owned high-end alto and bass flutes come through. And I personally know one of my friends purchased one of those alto flutes, and the great thing about purchasing a pre-owned instrument is either you can find something that is no longer existent, which is kind of cool. You can find something more unique, and you can have something a little bit more special. Also, if it is something that is still being manufactured, you will get that at a reduced price. And the one thing I will say about the pre-owned instruments at the Flute Center is that they do a full in-depth review of the instrument to make sure that it is working. And whoever owned it previously, whoever is selling it currently through the Flute Center, they are paying for the repairs on that instrument before it goes out to you. So it should be in completely perfect condition once it comes to you. There won't be any pads that need replaced or anything like that. And so that's the reason I wanted to show you this flute, is just because it's a really quality instrument and you're getting it at a reduced price. So definitely, if that is something that is interesting to you, make sure to be checking the Flute Center's website very frequently, because I've literally seen new stuff pop up daily, sometimes weekly, definitely, and they keep their inventory very current, so you will definitely know like what do they actually have at that moment, what have they sold. So that's a really great way to purchase an alto flute. This Haynes Alto Flute comes with a solid silver head joint, body, and mechanism. And let me show you the case for this one. So this one is very unique. I've never seen a case quite like this. It has a really plush, soft case on the outside, and it has these straps right here. Let me show you what it looks like here. Open this up. What's interesting is it actually has a strap right here that you undo like that, and then the handles, this is so interesting. I've literally never seen this before. The handles are actually on the hard case, so they stick through the soft case. It's so interesting. So let me show you though the rest of this. It comes with this really beautiful blue interior, and then it has, if you can see right above my thumb there, it has a nice zip pocket. You can put all your cleaning supplies there. And let me open up the hard case for you. And this is what it looks like, and it has a nice logo right here for Haynes. Okay, let's hear what it sounds like. This has a really beautiful sound. It's very open, it's very easy to play, and I'm able to project very well with it. I'm gonna play a little bit more to give you my full review, but it's a fantastic instrument. Let me try that high register out on this instrument too, just to see what it can do. Okay, so those are all super easy to come out. Great sound. This is a really fantastic instrument. Yeah, again, this instrument has a really nice focused sound, a lot of overtones, super easy to play, both in the low register as well as the high register. It has a lot of, it can project well, it has a lot of volume. It's a fantastic instrument, and again, just make sure to look at the pre-owned instruments from the Flute Center, because so many of these are coming through their shop. And again, the thing that's great is that Flute Center has so many of these pre-owned instruments coming through that are fantastic instruments. And I think that if that is something that you're looking for, I think you'll be able to find something really special, and it will be discounted, which makes it that much better. Thank you for watching this video, and also thank you to the Flute Center of New York for making this series possible. Make sure that you're subscribed here on YouTube so that you don't miss any of my future flute videos, and follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll see you next time.